Now we're live. Okay, so now we just hit live. Welcome to the show. Um, yeah, you are not. Doesn't seem like you are delayed or anything, which is nice. I think. Okay, there we go. Now you should be good on audio.
Am I actually?
Oh, my monitoring device broke again. No. Now I can't hear you. Let me switch. I think I might have to switch my headphones. This worked last time. I don't know why it's not working this time. It's weird. Um, Hello, people. How you doing? Good morning. Welcome to the show. You can hear Brandon. I can't hear Brandon. So maybe this is like a thing we do on the show, actually, where like Brandon will give you his takes. I give you my takes, and I can't hear his takes. No, I'm fixing this right now. I don't know what exactly is going on right now. You can hear Brandon. I can't hear Brandon. So maybe this is like a thing we do. So yeah. So there's already a few questions in there. Excited to be able to hear them. No, I'm fixing this right now. Or start to give you some advice. So yeah, so there's already a few questions in there. I think I know what I may need to do here. It's really weird that I can't hear you. I don't know why. It's weird.
I haven't said anything in a while, but
Oh yeah, Brandon. Everyone can see my Premiere profile in the bottom corner here, and the trash can. The trash can's right over your face. I love it. Okay, let's switch these headphones here. I think that might be the issue. We're just trying to do that. Sorry, folks. Just dissecting something for a second here. Oh, we're switching to the big headphones today. Yep. Okay. That should work better, I think. Eventually here. Do you want to take that first question? That's the Hedman Yandel Riley one. While I get this working. Oh. Except I don't know if people can hear you now. This is lovely. Soundflower was working perfectly the other day, and now it's like crapping out on me here. I see what it is. Okay, you should be good now.
am I actually? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you people can hear you now, so you can give advice.
Jesus Christ! All right. Guys at one of Hedman, Yandel, Riley, Veronica, or Truba.
It's like crapping out on me here.
Goals, assists, points, plus minus, power play
Okay, you should be
points,
good.
power play goals,
Am I actually?
shorthanded goals, and
People
hits.
can hear you
Leans
now,
hit
so you can give
Truba.
advice.
Well, it's definitely between Truba and Hronik, I think. Hronik's against Jersey though. Truba is against Montreal. So yeah, I think I would sit Truba. Unless you need blocks. Oh, you don't have blocks, so you don't need blocks. All right, so there you go. One down. All right. It's definitely between Truba and Start one. Ronta or Markstrom in a points league with win saves and shutouts. Win saves and shutouts.
I can hear you now. Here we go. So what are we? We're on the Ronta Markstrom one.
Yeah. Need blocks. Oh, you don't have blocks. Okay. You don't need blocks. Markstrom's playing the Caps. Yikes. And Ronta is playing. I feel like just because I'm going to go Ronta anyway. Yeah, definitely Ronta. Ronta against LA. I mean, he may get less saves.
I can hear you now. Here we go. So what are we?
We're on the Ronta. I think he's got a much higher chance of getting a win and a shutout than Markstrom does. Need to pick up a D-man. Schmidt, Hronik, Chychrun, or Goligoski. Standard points and blocks.
Hronik.
Yeah, it's Hronik or Chychrun for me, but probably Hronik.
I like Hronik a lot. I mean, it depends how you're doing, I think. I mean, Hronik gets you some blocks, not very many. So I'd probably go Hronik if you want points more than anything. I'd go Chychrun if you need blocks. So like if you need peripherals, go Chychrun.
Yep. Trade away Kadri for Wheeler. Good.
Yeah, great.
I think you might have been the one on Twitter, but there was a first involved in that trade, right? It wasn't super straightforward, was it?
I mean, if it's straight, then that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Who would you start? Strictly points, Hall or Line? Probably Hall, but yeah, Hall against Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Line playing? Columbus. I mean, not very good either. So I think I like Hall.
Yeah, sorry about the double audio, by the way. I was using some weird. There was weirdness, so we fixed that. Anyways, we are now truly live. I know Brandon was probably shaking his head very much at me for screwing things up early in the morning, but here we are. We are now live, truly live. Okay, are we next? Are we on the strictly points Hall or Line?
Wow. Okay. I already answered that. I said Hall.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. So what's the next one? Sit Kucherov, or oh wait, no, we're on the. I got like
casually dropping a Phil Kessel bust watch ahead of the live stream. Yeah, that was yesterday actually.
Yep, I did it on purpose. Although the hot dog was pretty delicious, to be honest. That was very tasty. Okay, so what's the next one? Season long. This is from Ivan. Season long points with peripherals. Sit 2. Forsberg, Hoffman, Perron, Stone, Wheeler, Lindholm, Raquel, Gallagher. Take a deep breath.
Yeah. So I just found out that Lindholm is going to be playing Power Play 2 today, with Lucic taking his spot.
What?
Yep.
Why?
I don't know, but I think I'd probably be sitting Lindholm as one of them.
Yeah, I'd probably sit Lindholm with that knowledge. And then honestly, I'd probably sit.
Man, the next one's hard actually.
Yeah, the next one's kind of tough. I think I'd maybe go Forsberg just because it's the closest one.
Who are the Panthers playing? God, they're all good starts.
I know they're all such good starts. It's tough. I'd probably honestly
actually.
Yeah, I'd probably bench Rax against Tampa.
The Lindholm, Rax. I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Start 2 Grubs.
Thank you for the super chat, Sinbin. Appreciate it. Ben is back. I don't know if Ben is back. I think it's too early to say Ben is back. I want to see like sustainable back numbers, but we'll see. Okay, so what's the next one? Start 2 Grubs versus Toronto, Binner versus Nashville, Mrazek versus Florida. Got to be the first 2. He thinks. This is from Jamie Mack. Yeah, I'd probably start Grubs and Binner.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, I think Grubs and Binner are the right ones, and bench Mrazek. I mean, Mrazek hasn't been fantastic. Pionk or Ronick? Ronick, in my opinion.
Yeah, probably. Who's Winnipeg playing? They're Columbus.
Yeah. And if you're talking about just a pickup situation, I'd still go Ronick over Pionk. Cat name? Are we talking about my cat or your cat? My cat's name is Hannibal. Mine's cat's name is Hannibal. He doesn't kill people.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah, 2 fantastic, very different names for cats. I should have called my cat Pim. That's probably what I should call them.
Shouldn't have, and I'm glad you didn't.
What's up from Ireland? Ireland, hello. Man, I love seeing where everyone's watching from. It's pretty cool to know that we have people from all over the world. So I'd go Markstrom or Mrazek for today. Ooh, that's a tough one.
I'm actually opening a bunch of new tabs for some reason. Okay, here we go.
I'd probably go Mrazek, honestly. I think Mrazek is a better. They're at home against. They're at home against Florida. I'd go Mrazek. Markstrom is away. Yeah. He's gotten lit up a few times. They're playing the Caps, who can really, really light him up. So I'd go Mrazek there.
All right, points league. Sit 1, Brisson, Star, Lindblom, Fabry, or Dustin Brown. Let's see. I like Brassard weirdly, although they all have good matchups for the most part. Philly playing again.
Calgary.
Philly's playing Calgary.
Honestly, I'd probably sit Lindblom.
Yeah, I think so.
Actually, I guess it depends what you. I mean, Dustin Brown's going to give you a good floor rather.
He's against Coyotes, so he's not going to get points. Maybe I'd bench Brown actually.
Yeah, I'd probably bench Brown in that situation. Take the upside in Lindblom, and hope for the best there.
Start 1, Jack Hughes or Cizikas. Hughes, unless Cizikas is going to get you he's not going to get you points.
No,
really.
I mean, if you're going for if you need peripherals, that's a question of what do you need? Do you need peripherals or points upside? That's really what that question's about. And if you need the peripherals, you go Cizikas. If you need the points, you go Jack Hughes. Okay, winning all goalie cats, and my opponent needs Hutton tomorrow to meet minimums. Thinking no point starting Price or Freddie Anderson.
no, bench.
Agreed.
Yep.
Bench. No point. No point playing either of them. Sit Yandel, Eller, or Riley Smith. Just need power play points.
Eller.
Yeah, Eller. If you need power play points, then you play Riley Smith and Yandel.
Well, I think
sure.
Eller probably has snuck onto that top power play unit, right? With Backstrom out, but just need power play points. I think you still sit Eller.
Yeah, I think you still sit Eller. For sure. Who to sit tonight? Bobrovsky, Anderson, Vasilevsky. Ooh, it's a tough one.
Is Bob playing?
I don't know if they've confirmed Bob yet. Apologies, I'm trying to fix this thing. There we go.
I kind of feel like Bob might not play, but
yeah, Bob might not play tonight.
Assuming he does, I guess.
Assuming Bob plays, I guess. I think I'd bench Bob today. Actually, I think I'd play Anderson, Vasilevsky. Of those, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I'd play Anderson, Vasilevsky there. Who might it drop if Klingberg is activated today? Clefbaum or Ronick? Oh boy.
I would drop Ronick.
Yeah, I'd drop Ronick. Although honestly, too, though, if you're not in need of immediate pickups, I'd probably keep Ronick and Clefbaum and leave Klingberg on your IR.
Oh yeah, that's the
for
right
a little
idea.
bit.
Let him cook for a bit.
Yeah, let him cook on IR for a little bit, as long as you don't need to absolutely make a pickup right now. And I think that's what I'm going to be doing with Klingberg. I have Ronick as well. I don't have Clefbaum, but I have another defenseman I'm thinking of dropping. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going to let him cook there in IR. Pick 2 to start. Points only. Keller versus LA. Ricky Rax against Tampa. Meyer versus the Isles. Hintz against Chicago. Points only. I think I go Raquel and man.
I definitely wouldn't go Keller. Keller's out. So that's between the other three.
I think I go
Meyer's definitely in. The Isles have been a little bit easier to score on lately, and Meyer's been really good. So it's between Hintz and Raquel, I think.
I think I go Raquel and Meyer.
Yeah, I think so too. Although Hintz is a good option, and it looks like I think I go Raquel.
Yeah. What's the next one here? Hey, for next week, who do you suggest as a streamer for Montreal? Weber and Gallagher are the only 2 taken. It's a points league. Ooh, so you have a lot of options.
Petrie
for sure. Yeah. Well, it's a points league. Still Petrie, I think.
Yeah. If you need, if you can fit a defenseman anyway.
I actually like Deneau at the minutes he's playing right now. He's playing like 20 minutes a game right now, and he's on a pretty nice streak. Like I'd take Deneau.
I don't know if I still think I might like Armia more than Deneau. Weirdly enough. Like Domi or Tatar.
Yeah, Tatar is a good option.
I think Tatar would be my first pick. Actually,
I'd probably go Deneau, then
Tatar, then Domi, then Deneau. I don't really have much faith in
I don't like
Deneau.
I don't like Domi's line as much, and he's been pretty cold personally. Suzuki's kind of interesting, actually.
Yeah.
He moved up to the second line right now.
With Domi.
Yeah, with Domi. There you go. But Domi's centering. I'd rather take the winger. There's a lot of really, really good Montreal options next week, actually, in my opinion. So I think the week preview is going to be it's the Montreal and Boston episode pretty much, and the Devils as well. Okay, what else? So from Tube, sit Ehlers, Armia, or Dadonov. Probably Armia.
Yeah, Armia.
Yeah, Merzlikins is in tonight for Winnipeg, or sorry, for Columbus. So I'd probably say Armia.
Armia is a good option too against.
Yeah, Armia is a good one too. But
it's either Ehlers or Armia, but I would definitely play Dadonov.
Yeah, I'd definitely play Dadonov. I think at that point you probably bench Armia. I think.
Probably. I think both of them are probably gonna want to get in a goal or something though.
Yeah. Do I start Ryan Strome over any of Tom Wilson, Taze, Dustin Brown, and a bangers today? Depends what you need, Bob. If you need peripherals, I think
I'd play him over Taze. I'm just not into Taze right now.
Yeah. You know what? I agree.
Dallas too.
I'd agree with Brandon there. Take Ryan Strome over Taze. Taze, like you said, Dallas is hard to do. Sit Kucherov for who? I don't. Very, very few instances.
Joke. That was definitely a joke.
Was it
a joke?
I don't know.
LA has the most shots per game. Really?
Interesting. Oh yeah, they do. I saw that. That's true. They do have the most shots per game, which is really surprising. Which makes it a really good game if you have block guys to play against. Like play a block guy against LA, and you're pretty money. Like I'm excited to have
Yeah, they're
Clef
tied
Bomb.
with Pittsburgh. Weird.
Yeah. Doug Standish asks, start 2, Donskoy, Eller, Andreas Janssen, or Dubois. I think Dubois you got to start today, because Laurent Brossoit is in net for Winnipeg. And then I probably go Donskoy.
Yep.
I
Dubois,
think-
Donskoy. Yep.
Yeah, I think
Johnson
Donskoy.
is a bench because he lost top power play, and I know that hasn't mattered that much, but it's going to eat into his minutes a little bit.
Yeah,
and
I'd
Eller
go.
is an option, but I think the other two are just in better positions.
Yeah, agreed. Which 3 players would you sit today? Oh, I lost my spot. Are you on that one?
Yeah,
You read it out for me.
Palmieri, Getzlav, Elias Lindholm. He's one of them already. Forsberg, Stone, Pacioretty. Okay, Forsberg, Stone, Pacioretty are playing all of them. I think I'd bench the first 3: Palmieri, Getzlav, and Lindholm.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just got there. Yep, I'd do that too. Start 1, Domi versus the Rangers, Deneau versus the Rangers, Atkinson versus Winnipeg, Heishier versus Detroit. Ooh. Goals, assists, points, and power play points are the closest Cats. It's important.
This is kind of funny. We've basically gone full circle and turned right back around to where we were before.
I know.
At Domi versus Deneau.
I
So
know.
I think you know where we're both sitting on this. I would say Domi, he'd say Deneau. I wouldn't play Heishier. Heishier.
I would play Atkinson.
Yeah, Atkinson might be the right option.
I would play. They're playing Laurent Brossoit. Brossoit has not been great that year. Atkinson is on a little bit of a streak here. I'd go Atkinson.
Yeah, and he's also the most likely to get a power play point, I think.
Yeah. Is Bobrovsky? Thanks, Michael. Appreciate the love. Is Bobrovsky supposed to start today? If so, start 2, Markstrom, Hart, Bobrovsky.
We don't know yet.
Yeah,
I mean, I would say probably, but he could use a break, man.
Yeah,
so they might bench him.
I would play Hart because the Flames can't score for their lives. So I'd definitely play Hart.
Lucic, what do you know?
I would definitely start Hart. And then I think, man, I don't like Markstrom or Bobrovsky's matchups today. I wouldn't be against, depending on how your matchup is, I wouldn't be against benching both of them, to be honest.
Yep.
Even though I have them both in a league and I'm playing them both, but
I would play Bob over
that.
Markstrom, I think.
Yeah, I think Bob has a better chance of at least getting you a win. Markstrom against the Caps, I don't really trust to get a win. Yeah, right. Thanks for the love, Dennis. And yes, if you haven't hit the like button at the least, we helps us get a little bit out there and show other people that this is a decent stream for when we don't mess it up, or when I mess it up. I don't want to drag Brandon into my mediocrity. Got Gensel in a trade for Schwartz. Man, you are just stealing people here. Yeah. Do I bench Rene today? His last 4 games have all been negatives. Yeah, I mean, it depends how if you're up in the matchup, then yeah, bench Rene. Right?
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Against St. Louis too. Yeah. I mean, if you're up and you don't really need that upside, because really what a goaltender that gets you a bunch of negatives like that is going to do, if a goaltender is getting you a bunch of negatives, he probably also has a high ceiling, right? But you're just taking on this massive gap of risk. So if you're up, don't take that risk. Just bench him. Yep. From Brennan. Hey, Brennan, I recognize that name. Bangers Points League, Wheeler, Forsberg, Dadonov, Stone, Bertuzzi, Perron. You got to pick 4. So that's bench 1. Yeah, bench 1.
Bench 2.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yes. I can't do math. So bench 2.
I would bench Bertuzzi.
Yeah, I'd bench Bertuzzi.
And
probably Wheeler.
Really? I don't know about Wheeler against Columbus.
He's just not doing anything. His minute, I don't like his minutes. That's the thing. I mean, honestly, I'd probably say Forsberg.
Yeah, Forsberg or Perron for me. I guess Forsberg.
I think I'd go Forsberg. I'd probably bench. Yeah, I'd go with that. I'd go Forsberg and Bertuzzi. Brennan.
And Meyer in the mix too. Oh, well, you're playing Meyer, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, you're playing Meyer, so I'd keep that the same. Okay, let's see. Next up here, Chris Addy. Can I just call you Chris Daddy? Am I allowed to do that? No, don't do. Okay, I can't call him Chris Daddy. Chris Addy, it is. Standard 10 Cats League. I've got Aho, Kuznetsov, and Larkin. Way up in hits, close in shots, power play points, goals, and assists. Thanks so much for the content. Appreciate it. Sorry I called you daddy. Or maybe not sorry. Who knows? Man. So I'm guessing you need to...
If you play Kuznetsov, you're losing in shots a little bit.
Yeah.
I think Aho is a definite start. So it'd be between Kuznetsov and Larkin to me. I think I'd play Kuznetsov still.
I think I'd play Kuznetsov. I think I'd go Aho, Kuznetsov, and bench Larkin if you can only play one. Sit one of Mrazek, Markstrom, Ranta, Markstrom. Play Ranta and Mrazek. Yeah. Hey, Matthew. Thanks for the little wave emoji. Let's see. Who do you think is a better pick? This is from Peter. Who do you think is a better pickup between Brassard and Beauvillier?
I weirdly like Brassard right now because of his being exposed to Barzell and top power. Actually, you know what? So is Beauvillier. I think I would take Beauvillier.
Yeah, I think I'd take Beauvillier as well. He's a little bit more sustainable than Brassard, which is kind of crazy. Any word on Cooch? He's in. He practiced today. So, or was on the morning skate. He practiced on top power play, top line. So, Cooch is in. Ekholm or Trouba?
You need blocks?
Trouba? Yeah, I mean, I'd probably go Trouba. I think Trouba has a better floor than Ekholm at least. So I'd go that. Should I start? This is from Multiple Organism. What other organisms are you? Should I start Backstrom, Stamkos, Klingberg, Marner, Zibanejad? Oh, yeah. Yep. That team's all dead.
All of them.
Got me there. Hey, from Alberta, Canada. What is up? I bet we've got a lot of Canadians in here. I bet there's a few other ones from Alberta. Point over Tavares or Giroux.
No. I'd play Tavares and Giroux.
Yeah, I'd play Tavares and Giroux in that situation. It's tough, but yeah, that's what I'd do. Sit two, Raquel, Bertuzzi, Schwartz, Palat.
Probably a good play today, but I still think you might want to bench him.
Probably Raquel and Palat.
I think I'd probably do Bertuzzi and Palat.
Yeah, Bertuzzi and Palat is probably
Raquel's
the answer
been good lately.
Yeah. Okay, the next one from the Alberta Canadian. Wait, is that a thing? Can I say Alberta Canadian? No, that's not a thing. Ben, Hurdle, or Larkin? Who are you sitting? Larkin, probably.
Yeah, probably Larkin.
Unfortunately, probably Larkin and playing Ben and Hurdle.
Yep.
From Kevin. Oh, I'm not saying that last name. This is Kevin. I'm gonna say Kaczynski. Or maybe the C is silent. It's Kavinsky. Anyways, Cooch and Elias Lindholm for Marner Tavares. Seems kind of lateral, and you're stacking.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
Yeah, I don't think I'd do it. Simmons, Konechny, Riley Smith, Bangers League. Sit one. I'm sitting Simmons there.
Yep. He got bumped off top power play too, if I remember right.
Yeah. Start two, Meyer versus the Isles, Mantha versus the Devils, Besser versus Washington from Jamie Mack. I don't think we can do that question. Clearly Victor is not pleased with that question.
I would do Meyer and Mantha and bench Besser, I think, actually. But
yeah, I would play Meyer, Mantha, and bench Besser there as well. Long Tran, sit one, William Karlsson, Elias Pettersson, or Pierre-Luc Dubois. Oof. Wow.
I think I would sit. I think that's a peel. It's 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 a peel.
PLD's been good recently, though.
It's a peel. 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 Actually, I know.
Yeah.
But I believe in William Karlsson a little bit more than him. Unless, I mean, it depends if you need your hits and whatnot from him. But like, they can't play power plays. You're not gonna get power play points.
Yeah.
They're points.
You're like
side of name. So
yeah, you cut it in and out there a little bit, but I agree with Brandon. I'd probably bench Pierre-Luc Dubois there. Is Landeskog coming back this season? The guy is selling him, and I'm nervous to buy low. I mean, it depends how low you're buying. I think he comes back this season. That's what I think, at least. But yeah, that's what I do. Okay, what is next? Hugs from Brazil. Hello, Ian. What is it? What is the Portuguese? Muito obrigado, something like that. I think is that. I think that's Portuguese. What is next?
Price or Mrazek?
Price or Mrazek? Price, yeah, definitely Price. Even though Mrazek has a really easy matchup, But yeah, I'd go Price. I think Mrazek is one of those where he gets the win but gets lit up.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna. He might have a good chance of winning, but he's also got a good chance of getting shelled and yanked. So
Yeah, but still winning. Pick 2 goalies: Standard Cats, Halak, Riddick, or Grubauer. Need W's.
Halak playing
Halak.
tonight?
I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, he is.
I'm
He is.
checking.
Okay.
Okay, so Halak is playing.
Yeah. So Halak definitely.
Yeah, so Halak for sure against Minnesota. So you're playing Halak. Um,
I think.
Man, Riddick or Grubauer is tough. I think you go Grubauer.
Yeah,
I
think
don't like.
Grubauer, yeah.
You can't trust the Flames right now until they really turn it
Billy
around.
Grubbs and Riddick has not been good lately. So
Yeah. Okay, so next one. What's up, Scafku? You're always in the
Hello.
streams. Appreciate it. Oh, and thanks for the likes. We're up to 19 likes now. Thank you guys, and everybody else. Anthony Fan. Start 1: Getzlaf versus Tampa, Krejci versus Minnesota, Ryan Strome versus Montreal. Leaning towards Krejci as they're playing a weaker team.
it'd be between Krejci and Getzlaf to me, I think.
You know, actually, I wouldn't be against starting Strome.
I just think Montreal is going to be tough away. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's a tough match. I mean, Strome didn't do much in his last game, did he?
I don't know, but I just know that I wouldn't want to play him against the Price at home.
I own him in one league. Let's see. I'll take a look really quick. I just want to make sure that I have this right on. I'm also very glad that I got Muito Obrigado right.
I think you play Krejci.
Yeah, you probably do. I mean, I'm playing Ryan Strome today. Yeah, he didn't do much against Ottawa. He only got 60. His minutes are kind of. He only played 16 minutes actually against Ottawa. That's interesting. And now that kind of made. Okay, you want to take the next question? I'm gonna look this up. I'm curious to see where Ryan Strome played.
Hey guys, what would you do next week considering the schedule? Keep Declare, stream one of Parise and Zucker, whoever better schedule. I would. You're gonna want to stream next week. If that means Declare's your worst player, then maybe you got to stream Declare out. I'm making that decision on my own. I probably will also be streaming Declare out, but kind of sucks honestly because he could be good rest of the season, but I just don't want to take the gamble with how badly I'm gonna need starts next week. Kuch already answered that one already. My week is already over. I'm looking to pick up a Habs player. Who should I pick up? Tatar already owned. I'm in a points league. I'm guessing if Tatar's owned, then that probably means Gallagher, Weber, Petrie. At least those guys are owned. So, I mean, it goes right back to Dano or Armia, I think. Depending, I would say Armia, but yeah.
Interesting. So just going back to the Rangers here really quick. So last game, the most frequented line was Tim Gettinger and Greg McKegg, 2 forwards. How is that even possible?
Wait, what? For what?
The Rangers, the last game lines. 18% was 2 forwards.
Weird.
It was Tim Gettinger and Greg McKegg. This is kind of interesting, actually. So Ryan Strome was on the ice 13.7% of the time with Panarin and Fast, that top line. But then the next 11.6% was the Kako line. Then the next 11.6% after that was Hedel, Kreider, and Panarin. So they did split up Strome from Panarin. So that's going to be something to watch in today's game to see if that actually continues. And Trouba is now paired with Adam Fox, it seems like. So that's something to on the power play. So that's something to pay attention to there. Interesting, very interesting. It also looks like they maybe double shifted Trouba. Anyways, okay, what's next? Where did we leave off? We're at
start 2. Nakash, Kessel, Verana, Stahl, Bertuzzi, Fabry. I would bench. Oh, start 2. You got to bench 4. Good lord.
Oof.
I think I would start Kessel despite everything.
Yeah.
And I would start probably Bertuzzi. Points.
Well, it's sit 2, right?
Oh, it's sit 2.
Yeah. Oh. So I'd sit Nakash.
Yeah, I'd sit Nakash and I'd sit
Stahl probably.
Which Stahl? Eric? Jordan? Eric?
It's got to be Eric.
Mark?
Mark Stahl. Yeah, play Mark Stahl. I mean, I wish the Rangers would.
Yeah, I think it's Nakash and Stahl then.
Yeah, I think it's Nakash and Stahl there. Points only, Line or Aho. Aho.
I hate that when you it doesn't update the scroll bar, so eventually you just hit the bottom and it jumps past all the questions.
I know, it's crazy. So points only from Terry Guest, Line or Aho. I'm going Aho.
Yeah, Aho.
When's the timeline to know if Klingberg is activated? I think we should know today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think today. They said that they skated yesterday apparently, and they said they looked good, both Hintz and Klingberg, so they might play today. But not sure to be honest. Who do I start today between Voracek or Keller in a Bangers League? I
Voracek.
honestly,
I just don't trust Keller anymore.
really, I don't trust Voracek anymore. I'm benching Voracek.
Over Keller? Keller's like his minutes are dropping. They're shifting him all over the place.
I mean, but I think he gets more peripherals than Voracek at this point.
I mean, neither of them get any peripherals.
Yeah, neither of them get any peripherals. I guess it just comes down to what matchup you like the most. I like Arizona against LA way more than I like Philly versus who the hell are they playing? I forgot.
Calgary.
Oh, the Calgary.
Clayton Keller hasn't gotten anything done in 4 games.
I mean,
they're both slumping,
both
but I would
awful.
play Voracek.
Yeah. Wow, we got up to 33 likes.
Very similar. Although
Smash
Voracek
that
hasn't been shooting, which is
button.
weird, but I do think that'll turn around.
Yeah. Let's see. What's the next one here? Some New York Islander fan retracted their message. Damn. Wish I could have seen it. It's probably just you feeding Islander love into the chat.
Definitely not.
Okay. Anthony Montanaro thinking of picking up Armia or Deneau.
We've been over this enough times.
We've been over this. I say Deneau. Brandon says Armia. I have Deneau. I think Deneau's deployment is a little more consistent at the moment than Armia's. That's why I'd go Deneau. But
I
think they're both
a
good
lot more
options.
peripherals for sure, but
Yeah,
also the
definitely.
same point upside, I think. But
yeah. Mitchell Blake, Vasilevsky, or Hart. Oof. Vasilevsky
I would start Vasilevsky.
I'd start Vasilevsky against Anaheim as well.
Yeah.
Voracek or Arvidsson, Getzlaf or Trocheck. I'd go Arvidsson.
Yep. Arvidsson and
Trocheck, I think.
I think I play Getzlaf.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, if you need hits and stuff, if
you're really
points. I like Getzlaf actually.
You're really just doing You're really just deciding between like minutes there. I think like deployment between Getzlaf and Trocheck. That's all you're looking for.
Trocheck's been getting low minutes lately. That's why I'm like worried about.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder. You know who I haven't seen in the chat yet. I wonder if they'll join. Is Billy Kylo Ren?
Oh, probably.
I missed that guy.
Although
Snipe.
That should be good for him because he's.
Yeah, I think he's Euro somewhere. That's just because I know I can't pronounce the name. So Billy Kylo Ren it is. I have quite a few nicknames for people now, except I gotta. Never mind. Snipe Jones need to decide on one center, one right wing, and one left wing. So the options are Jeff Carter, Ryan Johansson, Dustin Brown, Pavel Buchnevich, or Oscar Lindblom.
JVR.
And JVR. JVR is invisible to me there, just like he is on the ice. Huh.
That's tough though.
I'd probably go Carter because you have shots on goal.
Yeah, but they're not worth much.
No,
you need.
I don't like
him to get a goal.
Buchnevich isn't getting that many minutes either. I don't like Buchnevich against Montreal. I'd probably go Carter, Johansson, Lindblom. I think that's my 3.
Oh yeah, you can play both, can't you? Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, that's what I'd do. I'd go Carter. This is for Snipe Jones, Jeff Carter, Ryan Johansson, and Oscar Lindblom, and that'll fill it out. Bench one.
Kako, Hurdle, Nylander, Kako.
Yeah, Kako. K-Townie City.
Although Nylander is going to be, I think we're going to see some trouble with him. No, never mind. He's on the top power play. It wasn't him that got bumped. It was Johnson. Never mind.
Yeah.
Carry on.
K-Townie City, Mike Riley, Montreal on top power play with Shea Weber. We'll see how long this lasts.
He did that a little bit last season. I wouldn't really put too much stock into it. But
yeah, I also want to check if how much of that actually happened last game. Let's see. So take the next one. I'm going to look this up.
Start 1 points league. Getzlaf versus Tampa or point versus Anaheim. Point. Yeah, point. Even though he's been bad. The other option is, sorry, Bob, I don't know what the question was. So something about Andreas Athanasiou over Strome, but
I think I remember that one, and I'd still say what we said last time. I think.
Yeah. Sit JT Miller, Stone, Konechny, or Palmieri. Palmieri.
So just to go back on this Montreal thing really quick, I know they didn't have much time on the power play last time, but 56% of the time was only Jeff Petrie, actually. The other 33% was Shea Weber, and then 11.1% was Churro, if you listened to the last episode, and Shea Weber. So it doesn't look like Mike Riley for the last game played there. Maybe they practiced that today. But looking at how they've done it the last 3 games too, like I don't see Mike Riley getting a lot of time up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh,
Ehlers or Meyer in a points league. Meyer.
Yeah. Did we get to the other ones? Some New York Islander fan, the Getzlaf Oh, you did the .1. Did you do the JT Miller Stone connecting your Palmieri from Vincent? Okay, perfect.
I'm on
Next
Wheeler
up,
or Atkinson.
oof.
I would say Atkinson. I know maybe I'm just I
Man,
still
I
think
don't.
Wheeler will do something
It depends. What is it? Is it a bangers league or is it a?
in almost every scenario I'd played Wheeler
I don't know.
in that.
I don't know. Wheeler Atkinson's been good.
I'd still play Wheeler. And I'll turn my
I
back on
mean,
Wheeler.
I think I agree with you, but it's also just like I don't know. Okay, what's next? So
Sit two
Matthew
in a
Kim.
points league. Besser, Wilson, Teravainen, Mantha, Hoffman. Well, Wilson. I don't like Wilson points leagues in general.
Yeah, no.
So it's between Turbo, Besser, Mantha, and Hoffman. Hoffman's been on a heater lately.
Yeah, probably Turbo.
Yeah.
Although
Tough, though, 'cause he's
Besser's
been good,
playing
too.
Washington.
Yeah. Actually, no, I don't have any shares of Besser, so I haven't really been too on the up and up of how well he's been playing. Okay, quick look just for funsies.
Keep one of, and then I'll go to the next one here while Brandon answers Matthew's. Matt
He's been good,
Lauren.
too.
Yeah. Keep one of Buchnevich or Duclair. I'd keep Duclair over Buchnevich. And no, you should not be worried about Goudreau. Goudreau will be fine. I mean, if you're expecting a 99-point season out of him again, then yeah, you're going to be disappointed. But if you're expecting 70 to 80 points, then you're going to be fine. I wouldn't be worried
really
about
good, too,
Goudreau.
but I think I'd bench Teravainen.
Yeah, I think I'd bench Matthew Kim. I think I'd bench Turbo and Wilson there. What's the next one? Flo Manville. Nice name. And look at all those jerseys in the profile picture. Nice. Start 2, points league, no hits. Silverberg, Duchesne, Killorn, Schwartz, Ryan Strome. So I think you start Schwartz for a points league with no hits.
Yep.
And then, oof. Man, then it's tough. I think I'd play Duchesne.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably
That'd be
play
my first
Duchesne.
thought. Probably Duchesne.
Yeah.
Silverberg's not a bad option either, but I think I'd play Duchesne.
Josh Rodriguez, keep one of Buchnevich, Arvidsson, Lindblom, Silverberg, Arvidsson.
Yep.
Yeah, that was easy. Richard Lesage, or Lesage. I'm gonna say Lesage. Sounds nicer. Ben Hoffman, Turbo, Arvidsson, Wheeler got a bench 2 in a points league. Huh.
This one I might actually be benching Wheeler.
Yeah, I think I'm benching Wheeler here and Arvidsson.
Yep.
Playing Ben Hoffman Turbo just because they've been hot. Why not?
Yep.
Grubauer or Rene?
Grubauer. Rene's just been a mess lately. Has a harder matchup.
Yeah, Nashville's been a mess. They have a division rivalry. Yeah. Trade Wheeler for Backstrom. No.
Nope.
No, especially if you count, any kind of shot or block peripherals. Bench 2 of Connor, Kucherov, Mantha, Meyer, Ehlers, Arvidsson. You have Connor and Ehlers, so I'm probably benching one of Connor or Ehlers and Arvidsson. That's what I would do. This is from Kevin Rayani.
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted for a second.
No, good.
Connor, Kucherov, Mantha, Meyer, Ehlers, Arvidsson.
I said Arvidsson
Ehlers.
And then one of Ehlers or Connor. And yeah, probably Ehlers is the answer.
Yeah, I'd do Ehlers and Arvidsson.
Yeah. And then Cordell, Tays, start 2. Voracek, Tays, Brown, Kreider, standard Cats League, super tight in all Cats. If it's a start 2, I probably am starting their Kreider. If Kreider's actually back on the top line with Panarin, then I'd probably start Kreider and Brown. Yeah. Take peripherals because Tays isn't going to get you many peripherals. Like Tays' floor is really low. Kreider and Brown's floor, at least you get some peripherals. Sly separator, Hedman, Barry, Weber, Ronick, Niskanen, sit 1. Yeah, Niskanen.
Yep.
Would you sit Dubois or Couturier?
Couturier.
Yeah, I'd play Dubois. Thanks a lot, HS. I like to think my team name used to be Henrik Sunkists, and my acronym was HS. So every time I see that, I think of that. Mark Gaudet, head-to-head, points, goals against, shots, PIMs, play one of Palmieri or Armia.
Armia,
yeah.
I don't like Palmieri lately.
Yeah, he got a power play point last time, but that's about all he's doing. That top line is just not getting it done.
Yep.
What should I do with Jonathan Tays? Depends who's available in your wire. If you have room on your wire, then or if you have people on your wire that are good and it's not that deep of a league, I would drop Tays. Trocheck, this is from Dylan Persson. Trocheck or Kadri in a points league. I already have Burakovsky in if it makes a difference, and Trocheck is my only Florida player.
Does make a little bit of a difference in
It
that
does.
I would, if you're behind, maybe you play Kadri and just hope you can double down on power play points.
Yeah.
If you're ahead, then maybe you play Trocheck and try to hedge it.
Yeah. I'd probably go Kadri.
Yeah, I think I'd go Kadri.
But yeah. Sit 2 right wing. Wheeler, Lindholm, Arvidsson, Wilson.
Cats league. Depends on what cats you need.
Yeah,
Lindholm and Arvidsson actually probably.
Yeah, it's probably Lindholm, Arvidsson. Lindholm for sure because of I mean, if you don't, Wilson hasn't really gotten many PIMs this year, so it doesn't matter if it's a PIMs league. I'm probably going Lindholm, Arvidsson there too.
Yeah.
Jackson HP. Start 2 of Line, Hall, Dadonov.
I would just bench Dadonov as much as I like him. Those are studs.
Yeah, I play Line and Hall there. Is Hurdle in today? No clue, honestly. I haven't really kept up with Hurdle's injury here. I'm not sure if he's in. HS sit 1 for points. Dylan Strome, Athanasiou, or Kopi. Dylan Strome. And play Athanasiou, Kopi, I think. Because Dylan Strome,
yeah.
is he still top? Is he still playing with?
He is, but at Dallas is gonna be hard to break through. Either Dylan Strome or Athanasiou, but Athanasiou's been hot lately, and they have an easy matchup. Stamkos ruled out for today. Great. That screws me a couple of times. I better go change my lineup, actually.
They also did try Kirby Dach on that line with Kane and Shaw last game. Like, it was equal time Kirby Dach and Dylan Strome. So I'd probably bench Dylan Strome for sure there. Let's see. Still sit point over Tavares Giroux. Yeah, I would still sit point over Tavares Giroux.
Well, I got a question now. Behind it by 2 hits, but also not super ahead. And actually, no, I am really ahead in shots. Never mind. I'm going to play Lawson Krause today.
Wow.
How about that as a replacement for Stamkos?
How about chasing cats? Talk about streamers, right?
Good Lord.
Okay, Sky 381213. Start Teravainen against Florida or Konechny against Calgary. Probably Konechny.
No, I play Teravainen.
Really? You play Turbo?
Yep. He's been really good lately and getting a lot of minutes.
I'll side with Brandon on that one. Say Turbo. We'll come to agreement on that one. Sit 2 of Elias Pettersson, Trocheck, Krejci, Jonathan Toews, Ryan Johansson. Sit 2.
Toews
and Tro, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Toews and Tro. Yeah, unless you really need the peripherals, then Trocheck, but otherwise I'd bench Toews and Tro. Sit 1 of Bertuzzi, Perron, or Dadonov.
I would sit Bertuzzi probably.
Yeah, probably Bertuzzi there, even though it's the Devils. Cordell Tays, Riddick was dropped in my league. Do I drop Dubnyk for him? Have Murray and Markstrom. You know, in the league that you're in, with the wins, goals against, save percentage, I think you might be better off getting a streamer, a forward, or a defenseman, and keeping just Murray and Markstrom.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I
don't think you need. Yeah, I don't think you need
like Riddick more than Markstrom at this point. If he keeps losing,
maybe. I mean,
although Demko hasn't really stepped up either at this point.
Yeah, I mean Riddick, you can kind of maybe just leave him on the wire for a little bit and wait. But yeah, I may like Riddick over Markstrom at this point, but definitely for Dubnyk. But I think with those cats, only 3 goalie cats like that, you probably don't need that. Yeah. Okay, so let's move into a little bit of rapid fire here since we have 10 minutes to that first game.
All right, let me read them off then.
Okay.
Who I drop it for Nielsen, Riddick, Jones, or Gibson? None of them. Nielsen's
none of them. Yeah, keep all of them. Oh, your audio cut out for a second there.
Pick one of Domi, Kessel, and Kakko. Pick one of Domi, Kessel, and Kakko. I would pick Kessel
there.
I think. Although minor points for peripherals. I think I would pick Kessel. OEL at LA or Morrissey at Columbus. Morrissey. OEL's been pretty cold. Got off of this trade my head-to-head Cats League. Who do you guys think? Hamilton. Actually, I should probably let you talk.
That's okay.
Hamilton, Kachuk, and Barkov from Carlson, E. Kane, and I would keep your side. I think E. Kane is just a monster, and unless you don't have like PIMs or something or hits, but you probably do. So I think I'd keep your side.
It's a virtually lateral play.
I just think Kane's just a crazy person. So
he is. What's the next one here? Gustafsson played 90% on the power play last game. Is he going to turn back into a top 15 defenseman? I don't think so. Power play is
doing
atrocious.
that for most of the season anyway. It just hasn't really mattered.
Everyone, don't forget to leave a like. Thank you. Yes, leave a like if you haven't already. We're up to 47. It's pretty crazy. Points only: Ryan Johansson, Kessel, Voracek, Elias Lindholm. I'm guessing you can play. Terry, we kind of need to know what how many people you're benching.
You're only starting one, and I'd probably play Lindholm actually, despite his power play stuff.
Yeah, same. James Webster, 16 team, 4 keeper league, thinking of moving Burns and retooling for next year. Oh, we gotta come back for that one. That's a big loaded question on what to trade.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, love the podcast. Keep the great. Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate the love. Much appreciated. James Lou, should I pick up Kreider or Palat for next week? Both play 4. Kreider moves up with Panarin, Palat with point. I don't know.
I like Kreider. If you're gonna, I don't plot sticks either though. I don't really love either one of them. I think I would be picking some with off nights unless you don't have to bench. If you're gonna force the hand, I think I'd take Plot over Kreider. I just don't trust Kreider at this point. And Plot's seen some heat when he's been up there at least.
Yep. What's the next one? Qdobin versus the Hawks. Yeah. Not huge on it. What's the next one here? The Kane Pillar. The Kane Pillar. What does that even mean? Guy, you're doing an awesome job. Really appreciate. Thanks. I'm glad we're helping you win. Oh, I lost my spot. Lovely. Wow, we are quite behind today, aren't we? Oh no, we're not. We're not that behind. Oh, is your audio is all weird. Now we can't hear Brandon. Although it's just like not coming through on my side. I can't even hear Brandon. Nope, can't hear him. He's completely muted. He's dead. The Brandon is dead. I actually wonder if I can even like. Let me see. So Terry, well, let me go back to this Terry one really quick. You can only play one. Yeah, so we'll say Lindholm there. In the meantime, let me figure out this Brandon situation here. Oh man, Brandon is he's a mute. He actually took up new religion. He's now mute. He doesn't talk anymore. He got tired of answering questions. Okay, so what's these next one? Kotkaniemi. Yeah, I like Kotkaniemi on top power play. I'd still just kind of watch until his minutes go up. It doesn't really matter much. Qdobin, Markstrom, Holtby start to probably going Qdobin and Markstrom, honestly. I don't know why we can't hear Brandon here. It looks like my sound just kind of broke. I have the spinning wheel of death on. Oh, Rope Hints is healthy. Nice. The spinning wheel of death on my system preferences on a Mac, so that's fun. I wonder if Brandon can hear me. He probably can. Not if you can hear me, Brandon. Yep, he can hear me. Okay, well, that's nice, but we can't hear him. Okay, I'm just going to keep going here. If he disagrees, he can, like, punch the screen or something. From Daryl, sit one of Grubauer, Halak, or Georgiev. I'm probably sitting Georgiev and playing Grubauer, Halak there. Jesse Martin, sit 2 between O'Reilly, Gaudreau, Voracek, and Ben. Probably benching. I'm benching Voracek, and I'm probably benching. Man, I might bench Gaudreau there, honestly. Like, if you don't need the points. Oh, there we go. Brandon is back. It seems like my audio just like broke for a little bit. Sorry, folks. You are back. My audio broke for a little bit. I had the spinning wheel of death. I might bench Gaudreau there, honestly. I might play Ben and O'Reilly. Jesse Martin.
I think I can't bench Gaudreau. I can't do it. I would bench O'Reilly.
Okay. Danny Justice, 2 of Kuznetsov, O'Reilly, and Larkin.
Start 2. Kuzi and O'Reilly.
2. Yeah, Kuzi and O'Reilly. K-Towny City, Tatar and Suzuki got chewed out by Julian. Yeah. That they like to do that. Aiden, pick 2 goalies to start. Price, Hart, or Bob.
Not Bob.
Yeah, not Bob. Play Price and Hart. Solomon, trade Besser for Shattenkirk. No. Keep Besser. Bench 3, points league. Point, Ryan O'Reilly, Panarin, Marchessault, Kane, Atkinson. Currently benched are Lindholm, Meyer, and RNH.
Meyer probably needs to go in for somebody, I think.
Well, if that's E-Kane.
Yeah, but I don't care which Kane it is. I think I would put it in. I think I'd put Meyer in over Atkinson, despite the fact he's been good lately.
Yeah, I agree with that. Specimens or Specments, Hellebuck, and then Crawford, Quick, and Dubnik. Wow.
Which is 3 to
You,
keep.
yeah, I don't think you need that many goaltenders because you have win save against save percentage and
I
goals
think
against
he's
average.
saying which one of those 3 should he hang on to.
I mean, I think you should only hang on to 2.
Yeah,
And I'd
it's
probably
like
hang
Hellebuck
on.
and one of Crawford, Quick, and Dubnik.
Yeah, I'd say Hellebuck and Dubnik, and that's it. And drop Crawford and Quick.
Yeah,
That'd
probably.
be my take. My take would be
Yeah. I
yeah,
don't mind Crawford lately, but I do think he's gonna fall apart at some point.
yeah.
Um,
Brian McCabe, start Heischer versus Detroit or Nate Cash versus Florida.
I would actually play Heischer. I think I know Nate Cash has been hotter, but not
it's
really
Detroit.
sustainably.
Yeah. Next, I have Sagan, Scheifele, or Barkov once again tonight. Can only start 2. I'd probably go Sagan, Barkov, honestly.
Yeah, I
Ben
think so.
Scheifele. Yeah. Klingberg is
good,
confirmed
Hintz
tonight,
as
as is
well.
Hintz. So keep that in mind. Cats with goals, assists, pimps, with all the stuff. Do I bench Giroux, Miller, Gallagher, or Wheeler for Kucherov? Miller. Or actually Galley.
I like Gallagher tonight, but I think I'd bench Miller. I don't know. I have a feeling that Vancouver's going to struggle against the Caps away.
Yeah. Should I drop Ryan Strome for Nick Suzuki next week? No, I think I'd hold on to Ryan Strome for now. I don't think it's worth swapping out Suzuki. Just see what happens. My league has a corrupt commissioner. Apologies. Brandon is my commissioner, and he is also extremely corrupt. I just don't call him out on it.
I had to crack down on some dudes colluding a few years ago. That was not fun.
Yeah, that was bad. We had some collusions. That was not fun. Let's see. Coach situation along with Taylor Hall is certainly killing the team. Yeah, I mean it's tough, but I still think that top line, top power play. It's still a deployment question, right? Like at the end of the day. Yes, I would. Should I leave Klingberg on IR and give him time to adjust? Otherwise, I'll drop Jacob Slavin. You can drop Jacob Slavin.
Yeah, I would activate him for Slavin.
Yeah, sure. Slavin's not worth holding on to. It's only if you have a guy like Ronick or Clefbaum that's a lot of high upside, then you wait. Let's see. Josh Rodriguez, keep 2 in a Cats league. Voracek, Lindblom, Palmieri, Silverberg, Buchnevich. Keep 2. I'd say Palmieri and Voracek.
Yeah.
From Josh Rodriguez, yeah. Tavares and Couturier for Giroux and Nylander. Nah, I'd keep Tavares and Couturier. You're swapping the same teams, just...
Yeah.
Yeah. Matthew Mellon.
Tavares while Toronto figures out next steps. No, I wouldn't.
No.
Yeah.
Barzell or Scheifele in a points league. Standard Yahoo Cats.
Who?
I'd go Barzell. He's hot.
Yeah, I go Barzell against Martin Jones. Why not?
Yeah. What's the next one here? Skafku.
Yeah. Sorelli, Jordan Stahl, Heischer, Koivu, Eller. Looking for face-off wins, shorthanded points, blocks, and points.
Heischer. I'd say Heischer, Stahl, Eller.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do because they're all going to get you face-off wins at least.
Yeah.
Although all those guys are centers, so they all will. But Stahl plays shorthanded at least.
Yeah.
And Eller is the best chance at points, probably.
Yeah. Andrew B, start one of Lindholm, Krejci, Frost, or Nugent Hopkins. Need 1, and you need goals. I'd probably go Lindholm or Frost. I'd probably go Frost, actually, with Lindholm being second power play.
I actually might go RNH. Call me crazy.
Really?
Yeah. Although let me see who they're playing.
For goals,
Vegas, maybe not.
Yeah, no. I like them against Calgary tonight. I like Philly against them.
Yeah, why not? Throw Frost in there. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I think Frost. Go for a little bit of fun on your Saturday here. Thoughts on Nylander and Hall versus Besser and Keller and keeper
Erickson,
going forward?
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. Nylander, Hall versus Besser and Keller. I'd take Nylander and Hall all day versus Besser and Keller.
Yes, I would as well.
Yeah, even in a keeper.
Yep.
4 spots to fill.
Oh, you skipped Sit Ranta or
my bad.
I would, if you only need wins, I would play Halak.
Yeah, I'd play Halak for a win. 4 spots to fill, 1 center, 2 wing, 1 utility. Oof, this is some math.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know what their position eligibilities are.
Arrange them,
I guess.
Well, if you only need 1 center, let's find the center. I would play point.
Wheeler's also center now, by the way.
Yeah, he's always right. I'd play point anyway. two
Yeah.
wings, I would play.
I like
Riley,
Fabry.
Riley Smith. I don't know about Fabry. I would play Riley Smith and Wheeler, and then for utility, I'd play
Fabry.
Fabry or Horvat.
I'd
Fabry.
probably do Fabry. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how I do. Usman, sit 1, Kuzi, Kopitar, and points.
Kopitar against Arizona.
Yeah, probably Kopi, even though he's been good. I mean, 1 point is probably what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Head-to-head Cats on Ground Star. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Mackenzie Nickel.
Just start
Pick 2, start Silverberg, Fabry,
Who's
Larkin,
only?
Wheeler, Vannemeyer.
Meyer Wheeler, I think.
Jesus, you love Wheeler. I'd actually go Meyer, Fabry.
Oh my God, Fabry over Wheeler, you're a crazy person.
For points only.
Still,
Dude,
I still think
Wheeler is not getting points right now.
He
And he's not in a.
He's against Columbus and Merzlikins.
He's
Like,
not in a position to get
can't
points.
ask for a better. He gets to play with decent players.
Decent players.
Who's his
Fabry's on
line?
top power play with like great deployment.
Not great deployment. Who's his center? Do you even know who his center is?
No. It's probably like Philpel or something. I don't know.
I think it is
But he has
Philpel.
points. The point is that you're going for points, right?
Yeah, it's
I
Philpel.
like upside. Like I think Wheeler has
I think the
less
upside's
upside for
Wheeler.
points today. Oh, babe, he's gonna. I don't like it.
Against Merzlikins? Come on.
That's so. It's
Merzlikins
Wheeler.
is a clown.
Fabry has Philpel. It is Philpel.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, the City Chelsea game is starting right now too. Nice. Hockey and soccer.
No boy. I forgot to check my lineup to see if the players I put in are actually going to play.
Okay, let's see. Will Voracek come back to life? I don't know. I'm about to give up on him. I mean, I have people that are worse than him to drop, but otherwise, I'm dropping. Backstrom or Nelson, points only. I'd go Nelson actually. The ILs have been really good. Should I rush to pick up Logan Brown or wait and see?
Wait, is Backstrom playing? I don't think Backstrom's playing.
I thought he was injured. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, so Nelson because injuries.
Yeah. Should I rush to pick up Logan Brown or wait and see? Matthews and Couturier, my only 2 centers in a 14-team league. I mean, sure. I don't see why not. I don't know if it depends who you're dropping, but yeah, I wouldn't like rush. Should they pick up Logan Brown in a 14-teamer?
I don't think you need to rush, but I do like him, especially in 14-team league.
Yeah. So what's next? Harinder, bench 1, Couturier versus Calgary, or Getzlaf versus Tampa.
Points with Perifs.
I'd go Getzlaf. Oof. I'd go Getzlaf.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Wilson, Svech, or DeBrincat, who would you bench? Wilson.
Yep.
Yeah, Wilson. Thanks, Dominic. Yeah, I mean, we get a lot of people that it's their first fantasy year and they listen to us. Those are my favorite ones, is when it's their first and you're learning from us, because it's either going to go terribly or pretty well. I think it more often than not goes well, but you also don't know. Konechny or Connor, way ahead in shots on goal. I mean, if you're way ahead in shots on goal, I'd probably go Konechny.
Yeah.
Connor has a good shot floor, but I think Konechny has a higher point potential.
I like them both. I don't know.
I'd go
Connor, but I think they're very similar.
Yeah. Dean Cowan, Ehlers, Line A, Radulov, start 2.
I would bench Ehlers.
Yeah, I'd bench Ehlers there too and play Line A, Radulov. Sit 1 of Ehlers, Svech, Panarin, Pasta, DeBrincat. I'd bench DeBrincat.
I'd bench Ehlers.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Ehlers. You were just talking about how bad Columbus is.
I know. But I think DeBrincat's, well, I don't know. I guess I have a little more faith in him than you.
DeBrincat is garbage right now.
Whoever they're playing against.
I just don't like DeBrincat's line. DeBrincat's on. I just don't like. I mean, he's playing with
Or do they shuffle him around again?
Kind of. I mean, last time it was 13.4% was Kirby Doc, Kane, Shaw. 15% was DeBrincat, Kane, Strome. So like, no, I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah, maybe play Ehlers in, I guess.
Ha! I get 1.
Okay.
What's the next one here?
Okay. Still 30. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
I think
bench.
We're pretty close to the bottom.
All right. Cassian, Strome, Wilson, Tatar, DeBrincat. Points with peripherals. Bench 2.
I'd bench Cassian. It's against Vegas. Yeah.
Then I'd probably
oh, no,
bench.
I lost it.
I'd probably
Crap.
bench Cassian and Strom, I think. Play
Uh,
Wilson, Tatar, DeBrincat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you need the peripherals, if you don't,
Yeah.
if you need points more, then I would actually points with perfs. Yeah, I would get rid of Wilson. I think I'd bench Cassie and Wilson, your banger stuff, unless you need them for some reason.
Yeah.
Worth
Worth
hanging
hanging
on
on
to
to his
Zibanejad,
bench.
yes.
Yes. He skated with a contact jersey, so it's okay. Bob and Gibson tonight.
Gibson.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
about Bob.
Start one between Besser, Ryan O'Reilly, Nylander.
Although, man, Gibson might get lit up again too, so who knows?
Yeah, I know.
Play him if you
kind of
need
a thing.
to, otherwise don't. Start one. O'Reilly, I think.
Yeah, I think O'Reilly. Why is Bertuzzi's roster percentage so low? I'd actually say it's kind of high, given the team he's on. Like, I'm surprised he's 50+%, to be honest.
Yeah,
Draft Arvidsson. Yeah,
Doesn't
don't
shoot
blame me.
much.
Yeah. What's the next one here? Brendan Langley. Start which of 2 of 3? Quick Ronta. Bob and Ronta.
Ronta, yeah. I don't think you can trust, even though Quick has been okay lately.
I wouldn't trust Quick.
Yeah.
Nope. Bench 1, Ekholm, Chikrin, Sergachev, or Kling. Probably Ekholm.
Sergachev. I'd bench Sergachev.
Really?
Yep.
I mean, it's Anaheim.
I know.
Okay.
I'd bench Sergachev. I mean, Ekholm and Sergachev are pretty similar.
Yeah,
but,
they are.
I think Ekholm is like more likely to get points, even though it's a tougher team than Sergachev is.
D. Sammy, Wheeler, Atkinson, Kessel, Lindholm, start 1. Oh boy.
Well, I would start Wheeler.
I know it. I knew you'd say that. I think I'd do the same with those guys though. And yeah, Dubnik is confirmed out through Thanksgiving, family matter, so
All right.
he'll be out through next week. Sit one goalie, Freddie, Farley, or Ronta.
Not Ronta.
Probably Varley.
Yeah, he's been kind of weak lately.
Yeah.
But Freddie against Columbus. Yeah, I'd probably sit Varlamov.
Yeah. Rope, the stud is back. Yes, he is.
Although Daves are a cat, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Colorado shoots
Still.
quite a bit too. So
Yeah, still. Sit 1 of Koskinen at Vegas, Bob at Carolina, Varley at San Jose. Wins, goals against average, save percentage.
I would say Koskinen. I know he's been decent lately, but actually his last few games he got shelled out. So
yeah,
I'd
bench Koskinen there, especially away against a tough Vegas team. Yeah. We're at the bottom. Nice.
He hasn't been that bad. He's been better than I thought he was, but
yeah, I'd probably do that though.
Yeah.
I mean, Bob could just tank you, but that's okay. What's the next one? D. Sammy, start Ronta or Jones and net. Kind of depends what you need, honestly. I'd start Ronta if you need. I mean, Ronta still get the win. He's away.
I would play Ronta either way.
Okay.
I think Jones. I mean, the Islanders are on like a 16-game point streak. They might be tough to beat.
True. That's just a little bit. Ceiling on Quinn Hughes and what you expect from him rest of season, next few years.
Ceiling 55 to 60 probably.
Probably something like that. It's been a while since I've taken a look at him. I'd watch. I'd say
really well lately.
Yeah, I'd say watch the Hot Hands. If you go back to our channel and watch Hot Hands on Quinn Hughes, I'd go watch that. I'd say a lot of what I said there still kind of holds up for what I think future potential is.
Yeah, the thing with him, he's a little busted. Like all of Vancouver's a little busted by how many power play opportunities they've been getting. It's just not going to keep up.
Yeah. Pro Gamer, thoughts on Johnny Hockey? He'll be fine. I wouldn't worry about that. Especially in a points league, Johnny Hockey will be fine. They have their shooting percentage is way too low, and especially Johnny Hockey's.
Line A for Taylor Hall. My league's divided. I like the Taylor Hall side. I don't think it's a vetoable trade or anything though.
Yeah, I think
Taylor Hall is definitely winning that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Although I could also see him losing that.
Too. Yeah, but
I'd rather have the Hall side. Eric, sit 2 now with Klingberg back. Ronick, Truba, Klingberg way up in hits. I'd sit Truba.
Well, sit 2.
Oh, sit 2. Jesus.
I mean, could you have left Klingberg on the IR and played both of them? That may have been the play. If you're only playing one of them, I mean, we don't know what Klingberg's deployment is yet. I'd probably play Hronik.
I'd probably play Hronik. What's next here? Varley's struggling. Yeah, he's not been great. Chikrin is safe to drop.
Yeah, if you need to. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you necessarily need to make that decision. I would just keep Klingberg on the IR plus or whatever IR and play Chikrin tonight and wait for Klingberg to gain a little bit of form back.
Yeah, agreed. Did you guys see TSN's Core 4 under 24 rankings? We could do so many videos on rankings, any kind of like list, especially when it comes to fantasy, like will always get us pretty
There's
riled
been a
up.
lot of really low quality content involving lists this season. It's been terrible. Just
Oh,
people
look.
just like writing whatever they want, or like just taking the season stats and filtering them down into a list. It's like
Easy advice is almost always you can ignore fantasy rankings because almost always they're looking at standard leagues, and it's not even like rankings are bad to go off of because just because a guy is ranked, let's say 10 spots above somebody else, doesn't necessarily mean you should grab him because it might screw with your composition if you're in a cats league, or what if it's a points league. Like there's just so much. That's why we don't do rankings. We don't like doing. We know it gets clicks. We know people listen, but like rankings just they're not good. They're good for like such a small subset of people, and you have a bunch of people that it's not applicable for. So yeah, lists for us always get us going. Kevin Matheson, pick 2, Domi, Buchnevich, Schwartz, Beauvillier, points only. I'm probably going
Schwartz Beauvillier, I think.
Schwartz, Beauvillier, probably. Yeah. Hello from Toronto. Hello. Toronto people. 4 positions again. How do you arrange Dubois, Point, Nugent Hopkins, Brassard, Fabry, Meyer, Hoffman?
Point, Meyer, Hoffman,
Dubois, maybe.
Yeah, Dubois or Fabry.
Yeah, Dubois or Fabry. Although Brassard's not a terrible option either.
Nah, I played Dubois or Fabry over him.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Dubois. What is next? Question I have next day ads. If I were to add a free agent, they wouldn't appear in my lineup until the following day.
If you drop a D, yeah, if you drop before their game starts, you should be able to activate Klingberg today.
It depends. Like I did it yesterday. That's what I thought. Yahoo, this pissed me off. Yahoo showed me. I went to drop somebody because Ronick was back. And I want to play Ronick, and I went to drop somebody, but I didn't want to drop Kako today. I wanted to drop him tomorrow or today. I wanted to drop him today, but I was dropping him yesterday. And so Yahoo showed me today's game. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm dropping Kako the next day. And then Yahoo dropped him same day. I'm like, that's a joke. So I don't know why they show that. So
yeah, so it will drop confused. Same day.
It will drop same day.
Yeah, if they haven't played yet. So
yeah,
if you want to activate, you can.
Yeah, good luck to everybody. Lots of things to decide.
Keep Heiskanen until we know that Klingberg's going to take majority power play time.
Yeah, which I'm assuming is going to be immediate, but
yeah, we'll see. Probably.
Yeah.
Issue with Keller, I think they're just trying everything. They thought that he was going to click on that top line with Stepan and Kessel, and it didn't really happen. They've just been shuffling ever since, and Keller has just been the odd man out because he hasn't been able to get anything going.
Yeah.
So I mean, why keep his ice time up if you've got Connor Garland and Nick Schmaltz and Christian Dvorak who are doing better with less minutes? So you see their ice time climbing, and it's Kessel's that are Keller's that are falling for it.
He's also had just such a his line mates just continue to shuffle around. It's so crazy. Yeah. Thanks for joining, guys. I mean, I'm still gonna go for a little bit more, but
are you?
Yeah. Are you gonna sign off?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, we're at the bottom. We did it.
We're at the bottom.
Games have started.
I'll stay on for a little bit more, see if anyone jumps in or wants to talk other stuff. Meyer, Nylander, Wheeler, Atkinson can only start 2. I know that the West Coast is kind of starting to wake up right now, so I'm gonna stay up a little bit. I gotta show the West Coast a little bit of love.
All right, I'll answer these next 2 and then I'll go.
Okay.
Meyer and Wheeler, I think from that list. I think you're gonna disagree with me a little bit, but I would say Meyer and Wheeler, and then I think I like Fabry over Athanasio for the rest of the weekend for points only.
Yeah, I might go Meyer.
Because top power play. Yeah.
Maybe okay. Meyer Atkinson. Okay. Brandon is signing off. I'm staying on. So I'll be here to answer your questions. Okay, Brandon.
I actually can't even find the call. Oh, there it is. Goodbye.
Okay, so Brandon is off. But I'm still here. So if anyone has questions, I will still continue to take them. And I'm going to explore Keller a little bit more now too, that people brought him up. I want to see what is up there. So yeah, his ice time is only down around 5%. Shots are actually up for Keller, which is awesome. Man, Bassi or Ranta for a win, that's kind of tough. I would almost always go with the home team, though. Yeah, I mean, I would probably still go Vasi simply because, like, it's at home. It's against Anaheim. I'd go Vasi. Not sure if you guys answered the second question. Stamkos confirmed out. Still keep Point on bench. Tavares and Giroux are my other two. I know Brandon might disagree with me a little bit on this, but I might. Give me 1 second. Let's see, Giroux. I'd still go Giroux and Tavares and bench Point in this situation. Yeah, it's tough to recommend Point right now. He's just so streaky, and Giroux has been doing decently well. They're somewhat similar players, to be honest, but over the last 7 days, Giroux's been hotter, so I just go Jones. What's the next one? Trade advice, Point League, Lindholm, Letang for Wheeler and Trouba. Point League, I'd keep Lindholm, Letang, honestly. Trouba is not going to get you as many points as Letang. Lindholm right now and Wheeler honestly don't feel that far off. Points League for saves, hold Lundqvist long term. Blackwood and Varley also available. I also have Murray, Mrazek, Markstrom. I mean, you just have so many goalie spots there that, like, you might not need 4 goaltenders. Like, I like Mrazek, Markstrom, and Murray a lot. You can probably Solomon. It might be better to stream out Lundqvist for whatever you need, like for a forward, just because you have 3 goaltenders already that are really good. Yeah, Bob is totally going to be lights out today. I bet he is. Man, the Canucks are just killing us, aren't they? I probably should have benched Markstrom. I completely forgot to do that. Huh. Did I bench him? Maybe I didn't bench him. Maybe I did bench him. Let's see. Let's take a look here. I'll switch over to. Oh, that's a little hidden. Let's fix this screen a little bit. What did I do? I totally played Markstrom, didn't I? Definitely played Markstrom. And yep, yeah, we did. Lovely. Oh boy, I love when I do this. So I did play Markstrom in this league. Fantastic. Did I play Markstrom in this other league? Let's take a look here. I did not. Bless the heavens. Although I'm playing Martin Jones against the Isles, so like it probably doesn't really matter for much. Let's bring up. I'll put this here too, so that sometimes we can take a look at the score. What is next? Adam Fox or Pionk Bangers League? Probably Pionk, because Adam Fox isn't top power play at the moment, and Pionk at least gets you peripherals. Yeah, I have quite a few people left that I actually drafted really well this year. In past years, I haven't drafted as well. Kind of struggled a little bit, but Eller got a point. Nice, Ron and Eller. Yeah, my draft surprisingly this year held up quite well compared to past years. Should I hold Bertuzzi or draft for someone like Nelson or Hintz? I would see how Hintz does today. But if anything, with a guy like Bertuzzi, I'd be maximizing for next week. And Dallas actually has a pretty decent schedule next week. So Hintz may be the way to go. The Isles don't have a great schedule next week. So pay attention to that, because if you're dropping for next week, there's a good chance that whoever you pick up next week, you're not going to be able to play. Thoughts on Duclair? Honestly, a pretty good long-term option. Mentioned picking up Montreal players for next week. Armia, Suzuki, or Domi on waivers. Yeah, Armia is the best option for sure. Can you help me feel better about losing the best current player in the Besser deal I mentioned, and him only being 22, and the benefits of getting Hall, Nylander, lose Keller? Yeah, I mean, look, Hall is the best player in that trade, right? That's how I see it. It's Nylander versus Nylander is better than Keller, right? So you get Nylander over Keller, and then it's Hall over Besser by quite a bit. So even if he's only 22, you're getting the best player in Hall. I mean, it depends kind of how deep your keeper is. But if anything, if it's like a keep 6 or something like that, I mean, Hall is hands down the better keeper than Besser. Frost and DeBrincat for Besser and Dubois? Yes, all day. All day I do Frost and DeBrincat for Besser and Dubois. I mean, Frost is such a huge question mark, especially if it's just a redraft. Wouldn't ignore Kotkaniemi. No, I agree. I mean, I wouldn't ignore him. The problem is that like he hasn't shown me anything. I can't. So it's a little. One thing I think that gets lost sometimes in our suggestions is like when we make suggestions, we have to be a little bit more conservative than you, right? It's like it's kind of like the stock market. Not necessarily that by the time we're talking about them, they're irrelevant. We try to get ahead of that a little bit, but we can't necessarily jump the gun a little bit too much, because what we say sometimes holds a lot of weight, and people will go pick them up. And if we don't feel they're really ready, and I wouldn't make the ad, I usually won't recommend them. Kotkaniemi to me is somebody who I'm watching, but not necessarily rushing to pick up. But I definitely have on my watch list in all my leagues. Let's see, what else did I see? What's this goalie situation in Arizona? Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree that it's probably going to be 50-50 there. I like the pickup of Ronta over Dubnyk. I was thinking of doing kind of the same thing. Ronta's available in one of my leagues. I'm surprised he is. It's a goalie heavy league too. Yeah, I can't believe the game started at 9:30. I thought it was, or like usually these East Coast games start at 1, not 12:30 Eastern time. So it's tough go for the Canucks. Looking up at picking up Brassard or Beauvillier to hold, would you drop any of these? Riley Smith, Vrana, Horvat, Killorn, Fabry. Huh. I'd probably drop Killorn. But at the same time, also, be sure to take a look at scheduling, because next week you're not going to... There's a good chance you don't pick up... you don't play any of Brassard or Beauvillier next week. There's a very good chance that happens. Yeah, so Kyle, especially in a keep 4, you'll want the best players possible. And so if you want to keep 4, like Hall is 100% worth it in a keep 4. So I would definitely do that. Yeah, that's a great move for you. Who do I drop to activate Klingberg, Fox, or Suter? I mean, I don't like Fox or Suter that much at the moment, but I'd probably just go Fox. Suter at least is going to get you some peripherals. Fox isn't getting you any peripherals whatsoever. Not that either of them really give you good peripherals, but Suter's a little bit better than Adam Fox. Adam Fox has slowed down a lot since he stopped getting as much power play time. Yeah, his block space is actually really similar to Suter. But I'd still drop Fox. Sit Chikrin or Petrie sit Chikrin, unless you need blocks. If you need blocks, yeah, if you need blocks, then I'd... If you need blocks, I'd play Chikrin. I'd go Petrie either way. Petrie's such a good multi-cat monster in that regard. I'd play Petrie. And how is this game going? Is it still 1-0? It is. How is the... Let's see how the City-Chelsea game is doing. That's what I'm curious about, too. Oh, Chelsea is up. Wow. Was it Pulisic? Nope. N'Golo Kante. Damn it, Liverpool came back to win. Of course. Mane and Firmino. Yeah, I mean... Well, you're looking at fantasy point per game for this year, right? Not in the past. I think regardless, I take Hall, like, all day. And let's say he goes to Edmonton, for example. If getting Dadonov for Blake Wheeler for points only... Wow, that's a loaded question. Yeah, I mean, even on the eye test, honestly, I still like Hall. Hall's playing well. His shooting percentage is just ridiculously low. I think we mentioned this on an episode, but like if you gave Hall the goals he should have and the assists he should have right now, he'd be on like a 99-point pace. So like to me, he passes the eye test and just stats this year. He's been frustrating right now, but he's doing well. He's just getting unlucky, in my opinion. So let's take a look here. Let's actually use our trade evaluator. How about that? 1 second as I prep it for you here. Man, Hall to the Oilers would be something. So let's put in Dadonov on one side and Wheeler on the other. Take a look at what's going on here. So Wheeler and a Dadonov. So here you go. Pretty similar in games played so far. Average time on ice for Dadonov, of course, is down, but the points pace is completely different. His shooting percentage and on-ice shooting percentage is pretty unsustainable for Dadonov. This is Wheeler. Let's do this, actually. Let's freeze these. I guess I can't freeze 3. Oh, well, whatever. So, yeah, I mean, I actually don't think I'd do Dadonov for Wheeler in a points only. Really, what Wheeler gives you more than anything is his, really what Wheeler gives you is the peripherals. If you don't have the peripherals, I'd rather just go Dadonov and hope he gets 7. Yeah, he has a good chance getting 70 on that line top power play. What's next here? Canucks with the line blender again. Of course. When are they not trying something? There's so many line blenders this year. It's crazy. Burakovsky will continue to see ice time as long as Rantanen and Landeskog are out. Once they come back, I think that's going to fall off a cliff. Yeah, Besser back with PD is the most important bit. That's what I didn't want. Start 2, Klefbom, Barry, Ronick, OEL, also Elias Lindholm or Svech. I'd go Svech over Lindholm. Lindholm's down to second power play. Klefbom, Barry, Ronick, or OEL. Start 2. I'd start Klefbom, and I'd start Barry while he's on top power play. Ronick. Yeah, I would sit Ronick and OEL there. OEL has not really been doing too much. What would you do, or would you do Line for Meyer points league with bangers? I don't think so. Man, Line has also been slightly disappointing recently. He's been a lot slower since his crazy start, especially since he hasn't been getting as much power play time. I don't think I'd do Meyer for Line simply because, or I'd keep Line because I think Line has a higher points upside than Meyer, in my opinion. So I'd keep Line and not go after Meyer there. I mean, you're okay. It's okay that you have 2. My rule for stacks, and I think Brandon would agree with this, is like having 2 of the same team isn't that bad. Like, it's not that huge of a deal. Of course you don't want to you don't want to ideally stack, but if you have just 2, it's not that big of a deal, especially if it happens later in the season. You should be relatively fine. Nicholas Williams, if I were to target Hall in a trade, what should I base my value at? Man. Okay, so the first thing there I'd say always is never set the valuation. Let the other person set the valuation. Yeah. That's what I would say. It's tough to say what to base Hall at. I mean, I would base him at still like a point per game player, essentially. I mean, that's what he is and could be. And that's right now, like, if you were to give him the goals and he weren't unlucky, that's where he would be at. And that's like expected goals too. So that's what I would say there. Yeah, I mean, Athanasiou could go. It's just, honestly, I think Edmonton is kind of all over the place. They definitely need wingers. The question is, I think, what they would give. And Hall on an expiring contract, I know that's where he said he'd like to go. I think that if you're Edmonton, even though Athanasiou is more likely, I don't think you can ever look at it and say, oh, if we have a chance to get Taylor Hall, we shouldn't go after it. I think they'd go after it all day. No, so the right time to think about moving keepers for a retool for next year, in my opinion, is when they're hottest. So if you know that there's someone you're not going to keep, well, the difference with Hall's salary is that if they traded for him at the deadline, the Devils could retain like 50%, and that would be quite a bit because it's prorated for the end of the season. So they could probably fit him in at the end, but not right now. But if the Devils kept 50%, I think they could. I think I was seeing something where they could figure out something where it would fit because of the prorated at the end. It wouldn't be the full cap hit, and they wouldn't be even retaining half of the full cap hit. It would be the remaining cap hit. So yeah, so as far as moving keepers, I would do it slowly. Like, don't make it obvious you're retooling too much, but at the same time, um, what you want to look at there is one, do it when their value is highest. You don't want to move a keeper when their value is lowest. And the other thing too to do is also wait. Be patient. Be really patient because you don't necessarily have to sell for the high, like, you don't have to win the trade necessarily, right? You kind of also just want to get the best return. And I've found that one thing that happens is there's two situations when you're retooling that help the most. One of them is when the player is hot, obviously. The other one is at the trade deadline when a certain team or whatever is trying to make the playoffs. You can target that person. They're willing to give up much more, right? Like last year, I had, for example, I forget, it was like Barkov or something like that. I knew I wasn't keeping Barkov. I just went to all the players that I went to all the people that were about to make the playoffs and maybe wanted Barkov, and I was like, Barkov's available. Give me your best offers. And I got some pretty good offers for him and ended up trading him away because to me it didn't matter. I wasn't making the playoffs. What else here? I've got Perron, Shen, and Petrangelo. Should I look to shop one to avoid the stack? Yeah, I probably would. I'd probably look to shop Perron or Shen and keep Petrangelo. Unless you can get a pretty good defenseman back, then I'd probably look at moving Petrangelo. But yeah, I'd definitely try to move so that you don't have 3 stack. Thoughts on dropping Reinhardt for Nelson? I actually really like Reinhardt rest of the season. What are your cats? Like if those are Joseph, if it's points, because right now the thing with Nelson is he's been really good, but he's been really unsustainable over this recent stretch. He has 7 points in 3 games, shooting at 29%. On ice shooting was 21% over the stretch, so I don't expect that to continue at all. On a season wide, like he hasn't been that bad. Honestly, he's actually been pretty consistent. He's on pace for 78, but this last week has just been insane. So I personally, I'd probably hold. I would grab Brock Nelson over Reinhardt right now, but I'd be careful that you can even play him because the Isles don't have nice schedules. So I'd pay attention to that. And on top of that, yeah, I would pick him up, but just pay attention that if you can even pick him up or play him rather, if you can play Brock Nelson. I think things will definitely get better for Klingberg. I mean, he was so wildly unsustainable when he got injured. His shot percentage was really low. His on-ice shooting percentage was insanely low, and those are some of the things that have gotten fixed since he got injured in Dallas. They're shooting better. Yeah, so I would expect him to be much better over this next stretch. Nelson is super lucky, but I mean, if you're, it depends on who you're playing. I mean, Reinhardt, if he's the guy that you're always benching, he's playing 20 minutes a game, but he's been dropped in a lot of leagues. So I'm not looking against someone dropping him. And Nelson actually over the season, he has been really good. Nelson over the whole season has been fantastic. Even over these last 30 days, so in the last 30 days, which are 12 games of his 20, he's had 12 points in 12 games. He's shooting at 11.5%, very sustainable. His on-ice shooting percentage is high at 14%, but that's not awful. I mean, that'll come down a little bit, but bring it down a little bit, and that's still quite a few points. Like, that's still a pretty good pace. Still probably between 60, 70 point pace. So I don't hate it. I moved Barkov, who missed a lot, but I got Meyer, Quinn Hughes, in a first, and as of right now, it'll be a top 5 pick. Nice. That's a pretty good return, I'd say, for Barkov, getting Meyer and Quinn Hughes, especially in a 14-team keeper like that. And you're gonna get a top 5 pick most likely. I don't hate that. Playing Ryan Strome against Montreal or Hoffman against Carolina. Go Hoffman. Hoffman's been on a tear. Sabres might play 8 games in the next 2 weeks, but they're all on heavy slates. So, sure, they play a lot of games, but doesn't necessarily mean you're going to play them. That's kind of the whole thing with, a team could have a lot of games. It's kind of like when you go to free agency, right? And you're streaming. You don't just stream based on who has the most games. You're streaming based on when you can play them. And Reinhardt and Buffalo, for example, next week, Buffalo doesn't have a single off night next week. And the week after that, I'm checking this really quick. After that, they have 2 off nights the week after. So, and then they have 2 heavy games, 2 heavy slates. that week. So really, they only get 2 off nights in those 8 games over the next 2 weeks. Would you consider shipping Shen and Seth Jones? Hell yes. I love Seth Jones. I love Evander Kane and Zadorov for Shen and Seth Jones. That's awesome. You get the peripherals from Seth Jones and Evander Kane. You also get the points, the power play points at Evander Kane from Shen. And then Zadorov, I guess you can turn into a streamer spot, which might actually be worth more than Seth Jones at this point, which is not bad. I would actually trade for Reeves if the price is right. Like, if you can get him really cheap, which you probably can. Yeah, he's been so consistent at hits that it's pretty insane. Vancouver power play. Yeah, I mean, Reeves has just been so consistent with hits that I definitely recommend that. In general, for points on Raquel, he's kind of been all over the place this season, to be honest. I think he's like a 60-point guy. That's probably what we're looking at. Probably 60, 65, I'd guess, which is good. It's an increase from last year. That's, I think, what I'd expect. I think over the season, he's been a little bit all over the place, but kind of consistent. Yeah, if he's going to counter with Subban instead of Zadorov, I actually like that more. Oh, sorry, didn't see the Nylander thing. But I'm not too concerned about Nylander going forward. The problem with Nylander, the reason he's never going to be that great right now is just the power play. As soon as Marner comes back, he might stay on the top power play once Marner comes back now because they like playing the best players. That's always been the trouble with Nylander is the power play. If that changes, then yeah. What's up, Alex? Grubauer versus Anderson. I'd probably go Grubauer. They're at home. If you look at Money Puck, they have 56.4% chance of winning. So I go Grubs, just from winning percentage on Money Puck. And then if we look at who else put it out today? Someone. I think it was Scott Cullen also does projections. So let's take a look at what Cullen does. And I'm looking for Scott Cullen so that I can give you comparisons because he also does winning percentages every day. He gives Colorado a 50.7% chance. So it's really close, whereas Money Puck gives Colorado a much heavier chance. So either way, I'd go Grubs. Yeah, I mean, if you could move, honestly, like, I wouldn't be against Sergachev for Matt. I wouldn't be against Sergachev for like Reeves or something like that. Or even Janssen. I don't think either one of those are bad. Sabres play the Flames twice and Leafs twice. I mean, yeah, but again, K-Town, it gets back to like, can you play him? Like, if you're benching him all the time because they only play 2 off nights, like, it doesn't matter if they play the Flames or the Leafs. Like, if you like, depending on your team composition, if you can't play him, then he's not really worth that much, right? Because yeah, he's going to get points, but if you can't play him, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, PD power play goal. I love it. Land before PDs. What's the value of Max Domi? Is he droppable? Depends who you would pick up for. It really kind of depends. Domi to me is not droppable at the moment. They just moved him back to center with Suzuki on that second line. So I'd see it. I think it'd depend a lot on who you'd be dropping there. Yeah, the Building Winter Series is fun. Honestly, I need to record it a little bit more. Recently, the schedule has been really weird, and I haven't been able to jump in and record. But I'm probably going to record something, I'm thinking tonight, and then start to like talk about the planning for next week because next week's schedule is insane. So I guess that's it seems to be that's what one thing a lot of people use it for at this point is to see who I'm eyeing to pick up and whatnot. Is the City game still? Oh, City came back. City's up 2-1. Who scored? De Bruyne and Mahrez. Nice. Yeah, it looks like so there's Elias Pettersson assisted by JT Miller and Quinn Hughes. Nice. That doesn't really help me out too much though. I'm playing against Quinn Hughes. No. rather play Reinhardt over Tavares at this point. I would definitely not play Reinhardt over Tavares at this point. I would disagree with that personally. Where is so the sit start tool? I'll let you finish the thing there, and I'll get to that. Someone's wanting Besser +4 for Sagan. I thought it was too much. An upside with Hall is higher. Plus Keller to Nylander is nice. Yeah, I'd agree with that. So yeah, so I think this That's the start tool's idea is actually really good. I'll talk to Zero Gar, and I'm gonna screenshot this actually so that I can send it to him later, as an idea. But I think, yeah, because then next year especially, I don't know if we can build on it too much this year, mostly because we want to get, we don't want to mess with it too much. So we might be able to build it in next season. Like we're gonna make a few changes to some things next season, which would be fun. Oh, the Calgary game started too. Nice. Do you start Hintz in his first game back over Wheeler? Nope. I play Wheeler over Hintz first game back. Do we even know where Hintz is gonna play? Let's see if they've put that out there. Let's see, where is he playing? Yeah, so they have Hintz on the third line with Faxa and Cogliano, so I'm not playing Hintz first game back. Yeah, but third line top power play, I'd rather have Wheeler. Wheeler's power play actually played the majority of the time last game. Yeah, because I think that's a little bit more complicated there, and there's quite a bit of calculations that have to happen. So I have to talk to Zero Gar because he built it. So I just have to know too, like, okay, is this possible? Okay, so we're gonna go, I think, for another 20 minutes here and hit the 2-hour mark, and then I'll probably sign off and try to watch some of these games here. City's still up 2-1. Is Yeah, Wheeler, I mean, is due. I would love to see Wheeler actually do something, considering I also have him. It hasn't gone great for us, has it? Yeah, Wheeler is frustrating, man. He is something. I hate my Wheeler or Stamkos for Wheeler trade now. At the time, it felt good. I mean, they felt like similar players, and then Winnipeg decided to do their whole let's test putting Wheeler on a crappier line thing, and that didn't really work out. Yeah, I mean, his shooting percentage over the last 12 games isn't actually that bad at only 8%. That's what he was last year. So, yeah, what can you do? I mean, look, again, right? It's like one of those things. It's kind of like poker in that you made the best decision with the information you had at the time. I'm not beating myself over it or beat myself up over it. I'm still in second place, I think. So it's, I can live with him not doing much. At least his hit pace is up. His block space is up a little bit. Not that I use forwards for hit spaces or for blocks, but still. Okay. That's a great trade, Wheeler for Draisaitl. I love that move. That's a great idea. Thoughts on Saros? The issue with Saros is that it's really kind of been a both him and Nash and yeah, that's a fantastic trade, honestly. So if we take a look at both Rinne and Saros, like they're both similar. Like the defense plays really similar in front of both of them, which is something. Like they both have an expected goals against per game of 1.9. So the defense should be good. They have virtually the exact same save percentage. So at this point, what I would say between Saros and Rene is like what you see out of Saros is kind of what you see out of Rene. They both are struggling in different areas. Saros is struggling at high danger save percentage, whereas Rene is struggling at mid danger save percentage. So I trust Rene to get better because he should be much better at mid danger save percentages. Whereas Saros, it's a little harder to get better at high danger save percentages. But they're virtually the same goaltender, to be honest. Yeah, so I mean, it's small sample size. That's the only thing. It's hard to say right now. You know, if especially goaltenders who aren't starters, it's really hard to say. You know, on small sample size, they're better at home or not. He has so far, but it's just so small right now that it's a little hard. He's only played 5 games. He's played 5 games on the road, 5 games away, and actually, that's not exactly true. He has an 8.87 at home, no wins, 3 losses, and he has an 8.89 on the road, with 1 win, 2 losses. The big difference, there is somewhat of a difference on goals against average. At home, he's a 2.97. On the road, he has a 3.64. So, but he faces a lot more shots against on the road. So there also may have been a polling situation there. Yeah, I would definitely sell high on Heiskanen if you can. I just don't see Heiskanen retaining that spot on the top. And he's going to be good eventually, but at the moment, just yeah, he's been insane he's shooting at over these last 3 games. He's shooting at 16 or 17%. His on-ice shooting percentage was 16%. And his on-ice shooting percentage on the season is pretty high for him. And his shooting percentage is pretty insane on the season too at 10.3. So I would definitely try to sell high on Heiskanen if you can right now. Who would you choose between Roman Josi, Quinn Hughes, Thomas Chabot? I'm guessing you can only do one for tonight. Well, Quinn Hughes is playing, so I'm guessing you're asking rest of season. Honestly, I'd probably go Josi. He's been really slow these last few games, but or not slow these last few games. My bad. He's been slower. He's been consistent. I'd keep Josi. Yeah, I'd keep Josi for sure. Josi or Hughes or Chabot. Yeah, I'd go Josi. Probably just because Josi to me is the most sustainable of those on the best team. Chabot is at a lower point pace. Chabot has been better over these last 7 days, but not on the season. And then Hughes, it's just kind of he's good, but not on Josi's. Josi's been consistently at an 82-point pace, whether you look at the whole season, whether you've last 7 days or last 30 days. I still like Josi if it's a long-term question. I don't really see him. I don't see anyone taking over his top power play spot for the next 2 years. Especially next year, I don't see anybody taking over his top power play spot. He just signed a new deal. He's only 29, which is fine for a defenseman. I'd go Josi, I think. What logic can you see in putting LeBanc and Kane over Meyer in power play 1? I don't know. He's gotten opportunities up there. I think they're just kind of trying things out, which is fine to an extent. Let's see. Lines. I actually want to see the last 3 games, what they've done in San Jose. Yeah, so the last 3 games have been 40% Couture, Hurdle, Kane, LeBanc, 17% Couture, Kane, LeBanc, Timo. That's probably because of the injury. Burns losing some power play time is not great, actually. It's kind of concerning. Let's take a look at just last game's lines. So last game, Timo was on the top power play, but that's because Hurdle was out. Yeah, it's because Hurdle was out. Okay. Points only league. Vasilevsky, Schmidt, Rene, Laine, Ronick. I'd take the Rene, Laine, and Ronick side all day. Especially in points league only. Laine over Schmidt all day. And Rene and Vasilevsky are somewhat comparable, honestly, a little bit. As long as it's a redraft and not a keeper. Malkin and Vasilevsky hasn't really been living up to the hype recently, so that's a thing too. A Malkin Malkin side. I don't even have to. Yeah, no, just Malkin side. Malkin, Voracek, Crawford all day, and I drop Crawford. Depending on who your goaltenders are, I'd probably drop Crawford there. Yeah, especially in a bangers league, especially I keep Malkin all day. Yeah, I mean, I'm super high on Timo. And honestly, it's just kind of I think if you look at it, like Meyer can kind of drive his own line, to an extent, and I think that's what they trust him with. Is like, okay, Meyer, go do your thing on second power play, and have a little bit more freedom, but and try to make it better. But yeah, I'd say that I think the Rangers are going to get absolutely destroyed today. But then again, I think the Rangers get destroyed all the time. So. And the thing is with San Jose too, like they do have an opportunity to have a decent second power play unit, with Marlowe, Thornton, Vlasic, and Burns. Then if you put Meyer there instead of Gambra, like that's not a terrible power play. Should he be on the top? Yeah, I think so. But it's kind of tough. They also just play. LeBanc also just plays a very different role. Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of saying on that is like Meyer is a play driver, so it's better to put him on a second power play where he can drive play. If you move LeBanc to the second power play, he's really dependent on the people around him to do stuff, and there's less of an opportunity for that. Whereas Meyer does have an opportunity on that second to actually drive play. Although I think that it should definitely be Meyer, Couture, Kane, Carlson, and then Hurdle. But we'll see. What's up, Flaky? Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Ooh. I don't know if he was. I mean, I think if anything, I think LeBanc has a. I have a feeling that LeBanc has a gentleman's agreement in some capacity of like, we will sign you to a better contract, or we will trade you somewhere good, because you helped us out a little bit. But I don't know. That's just speculation at that point. Larkin, Couture, Tavares can only play two. Couture and Tavares, in my opinion, today. Yeah, I mean, Marlowe and Thornton they both should be retired, to be honest. Man, JT is still shooting at 15% on the season. That's crazy. The one thing with Tavares is on ice shooting percentage has been really low over the last 30 days. It's crazy that there's already been like enough games to say last 30 days, and it's less games played than the first few days. The season has just flown by. Yeah, I mean, Meyer also would benefit from having better finishers, right? Like, I would love to see him passing to Hurdle and Couture and Vander Kane. I think he's a much better passer. I think eventually they will. I mean, there was a stretch there where he was top power play for a while, and I think they will keep him there. Yeah, Joe Thornton. I'm actually curious. Let's see what the. I'm kind of curious now on Hockey Viz what Joe Thornton's isolated impact is now. I mean, it's the same as Nylander in essence of putting him on the second power play, right? Like, you have to do it with somebody, and if you stack that top one too much, then you get absolutely nothing going from that second. But But I do agree with you that Meyer should be up there. But I also, to an extent, understand why San Jose is doing it. Even though it sucks for fantasy, I understand why they're doing that. Yeah, I mean, Thornton's been actually pretty good on offense this year. He's really good defensively this year, isolated. It's kind of surprising. But his minutes have gone down a lot. Let's see Marleau, how he's doing. He was very bad on very, very bad on Toronto. Yeah, he's been bad on defense and bad on offense this year. Marleau is washed up. Marleau is more washed up than Thornton is, to be honest. Nice. That is awesome, Flaky. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. And also, I think I missed that question about where was it? Let me scroll up here really quick. I don't know if I answered it. It was from James Webster asking about playing in a roto league. What should your strategy be? Honestly, best players. Just like that's the answer. Be even, and have the best players possible. Yeah, Tarasenko and Landeskog. Jeez, I have Rantanen and Landeskog in one league, and although I do feel good because the person that what's it called, gave me that bad trade that I ranted about on a weekend preview. I'm playing them this week, and I'm just crushing them 8-0, and it feels amazing. I'm so petty like that sometimes, but man, whenever I get a bad trade, I just want to crush that person into dust and be like, I didn't need your bad trade. How's the city game going still? Okay, we got like 10 minutes here. That's 2-1 at half. Arsenal tied. Jeez. What the hell? What is happening in Arsenal? Yeah, Sevilla beat Betis, which is awesome. That was last week, though. Yeah, that I can't believe the Meyer drops were insane at the beginning of the season. That was so premature. So premature. Nice. Glad to see Saros getting another shot. Not actually a Liverpool fan, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, the Meyer stuff was overblown. I'm glad I bought low on him. I bought him in all my leagues, and all my money leagues at least, which was great. Now I have 3 shares of Timo, and he's been lights out, really. Yeah, I mean he has right, but when we know when we give advice, right? Like normally I'll give kind of what I think is the safe 50% chance of happening, like the middle of it. I don't, and then I'll say like, ceiling. But I think Hughes has 70 ceiling, but things have to go very, very right. And I'm not confident the Canucks are that team that can do that for him. But not gonna lie, the potential is there. If you look at his on-ice shooting percentage, like these last 3 games, so yeah, that's why I think he's like a, I think he could slow down because the on-ice shooting percentage is a little bit, the on-ice shooting percentage is a little high for Quinn Hughes at the moment. 11.7% on the season, 18% over the last 7 days. I think that could come down a little bit. They're a little bit over-indexed while he's on the ice. Okay, let's Yep. Brady Tkachuk. That's insane. Why would you be dropped in a bangers league? Never be dropping Brady Tkachuk. I mean, I got him. I would I don't know. I don't remember when I got him. I got Brady in a super deep league somewhere. It was like or not super deep league. It was a keeper league, keep 5, and I ended up getting him. I think like 8th round or so. Let's see. I don't remember. Well, it was in the video that we did for this league too, but let's see here. So I took Connor Hellebuck there. I think I got him 5th-ish round. I did get him 5th round, which is after keep 5, so that's effectively a 10th rounder, which is pretty insane in a bangers league. I love Brady Tkachuk. Where'd you send the picture, on Twitter or where? I don't think I can see it in the chat. If it's in the chat, I don't think you can post pictures in chat. Trade Rust for Vrana. They're both streamers. I'd rather have Rust. I'd rather have Rust while Crosby is out, actually. Good lord, that PD goal was insane. Kaprizov, like, one thing, it kind of I don't like Kaprizov as much as Pettersson just because of the situation. Like, I liked Pettersson's situation coming into the league way more, having Besser already around you, having a good defense, having a good power play around you. I like that way better for Pettersson. Whereas Kaprizov coming into the Minnesota Wild, there's just not a lot around for him. So I'm not super high on Kaprizov. Edler in Vancouver, his ceiling is way lower. So the reason those 15 games, so I would be careful with those points on Edler because a lot of them came at the beginning when he was top power play over Quinn Hughes. But I'd say his ceiling is probably, oh man, I'd probably say Edler's ceiling is like 60 by the end of the season. He has, these last 3 days, he's gone point per game, but his shooting percentage is 20%. Yeah, I'd expect probably like 50 to probably like a 50 to 55, but 60 ceiling. I think his range is pretty small for Edler. If you're trading Radulov, I'd probably go if you're trading Radulov, I'd probably go someone, I mean, I'd value, depending on what he's worth, like I'd say you want kind of like a 5th rounder or something like that. It kind of depends. Kind of depends what you're going for. I mean, if you're even thinking of dropping him, I wouldn't aim that high. I'd just try to get a trade done instead first. Yeah, Kaprizov is definitely an interesting guy to monitor because he's kind of high up in. He'll immediately be high up in Minnesota, but I just don't like the people around him as much as Pettersson. Yeah, Wheeler is disappointing. I mean, I've had Wheeler, but it's just it's frustrating. But you're gonna be. I think you'll be okay by the end. At least he's getting you peripherals. Trading Wheeler for Hall, Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a terrible offer, to be honest. It's not terrible, but yeah. I would understand if the person was like, nope. Nice. Oh, Edler. That's the annual injury right there. Oh, I mean, I would trade Mantha for someone like Point or Goodrow in a heartbeat. Absolutely. I think I'd rather get Goodrow than Point. I'd rather get Goodrow than Point for sure. I think Goudreau right now is the best buy low candidate, hands down. I do. What would Besser be? Would Besser? I think I would still do that. I don't have Hellebuyck. Oh, I'm getting my last goalie start today in Vasilevsky. I got lucky. Do have a few people going. Okay. Man, one of my matchups is close as hell. Separated by one shot on goal. Bandit. What? Yeah, I'd say I'd still do that trade for Nylander and Hall. Even though you can only keep Nylander rest of the season next year, that's okay. Okay, folks, I think I'm going to call it a stream. Thank you for tuning in. We will be doing some more next week. I know next week is Thanksgiving, but we'll still be doing some streams. So keep an eye out next week for the heavy slates. I think there'll still be a sit start Saturday next week. That'll go up soon. And Denton Heinen definitely is worth a look for off nights next week. Boston has a pretty good schedule, second best to Montreal in my opinion. But we will be doing sit start Saturdays next week, so keep an eye out on the channel for that'll be up later today, so you can set a reminder so you can tune in. Be sure to give this a like if you haven't already, if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you next time. Thanks a ton for paying attention, for watching, joining, and everything, and all the love you guys give us. Have a great Saturday. Good luck in your leagues. Catch you next time.